Testicle Wednesday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. So glad you could make it and join us on this fine Wednesday. There is a lot to talk about. I'd prefer it if we don't get into any of it. Frankly, I've spent the last 2 days crying into the part of my bed that last week was soaked with piss because of the accident that I've already mentioned on this show once, and I'd like it if we never had to mention it again, really. But you know, I know that's probably. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're watching live on Twitch, thank you so much. Your subscriptions, your bits, your donations, your watches, and your clicks, and your likes, and your streams, and your emotes, and your sentiments mean so much to us in this trying time of ours. Welcome to the show. I haven't done a show this week because I've been a little preoccupied with my ongoing deep psychological depression. I hope you're joining me, and hopefully you're fighting it with something. I've just been smoking weed. A lot of people are fighting this with alcohol. I know a lot of people who have become severe alcoholics during this pandemic, and I don't want to call anybody out or mention anything, but I will say this. Close friends of mine, I'm watching you spiral. People who are getting to work from home, I'm watching you not have to cope with the day-to-day of answering to your peers in a work environment professionally. And you sit at home, you wear pajama pants, and professional work blouses, and yet you're getting absolutely piss-hammered out of a Best Mom mug. You can look at it a couple ways. You're either doing well or you're not doing well. But I'm going to say not doing well. If you're leaning on alcohol that hard, I need to cut out weed. I've been too much. I think I'm going through probably an ounce every week and a half. Brutal weed smoking. But I've cut out the cigarettes. I've cut out the nicotine. I've cut out the smoking. My weight is down. So I do feel like, in a way, things are going good. But again, the crippling depression. I don't know. I have days where I feel great and fine. And this is being 100% honest. A lot of guys will come on here and they'll tell you, like, everything's great and everything's fine all the time. Not me. The world is fucking crumbling. And I'm not doing well about it. Now, I do deal with it just fine by making fun of other people and, just grinding through the day-to-day list of TLC shows on my watch list. But, I'm not doing well. I'm out in public and I'm watching people feel better, Patty Mel. Thank you. Like, I'm not in any danger or anything. I've always talked about killing myself, even when I'm perfectly happy. And I'll say the same thing to you that I say to fat girls in their 35s who are talking about their wedding day. If it hasn't happened by now, it probably ain't going to happen. And that's how I feel about killing myself. So, look, too big of a pussy. I don't like getting a shot. I don't like getting my blood taken out of my penis with a thin or a thick needle. And I'll be damned if I'm going to kill myself. A bullet sounds like a very painful shot. Also, I'd miss it. Half the fun for a narcissist like me when you kill yourself is watching how people react. And also seeing how many years have to go by before everything you've ever done in your life is erased from the internet. How many years? Think about this. Think about all your YouTube videos, your podcast, whatever it is you do. I know a lot of people here on Twitch are gamer nerds with their own streams and stuff. Also, it looked like somebody had created an emote of me, which isn't even my channel emote, in the chat earlier, and that creeped me out. That's funny. But, how do you spend your time? And then if you were to die tomorrow, like, when do you think the last remaining instance of you would fade from the internet? That's what I wonder. When is the first day? How many days go by? This is a good indicator of popularity. People say, whose emote is that? I don't like that. Look at it. Get out of here, y'all. Scram. That's creepy. And if that's not me, because it looks like it has blue eyes, and I definitely don't have blue eyes. That's fucking weird. I'd like the story behind that, but, preferably later in a private message. Hit me up in my DMs. I have so much DM stuff to talk about. What is it? All right, enough with I don't just need random Asian emotes. I'm trying to run a professional-ish podcast here. And we're trying to make everyone happy here today. I'd like to go as long as possible today without bringing up the T2s. Okay? That's what we want to do. We had some people ask by request for me not to talk about Ty or trays today. And I know a lot of other people tune in just exclusively for Ty and Trey's material. How do you make everyone happy in a scenario like that? I don't know, but we're going to try to do it today. Luckily, neither one of them is putting out very much content. Also, I think Ty has now started cranking out bite-sized content. He must be gearing up that Patreon he said he was going to launch 2 weeks ago. But he said he was going to pack it with content first. So I think he started putting out some 10-minute videos, some 6-minute videos. We have a 7-tab show today. Guys, I got 7 tabs open. I'd like to walk you through them all. And for the people who are worn out, sick and tired of Ty stuff, of Trey stuff, I've gotten all your suggestions. I love that. But a couple hours before a show now, if you follow us on Instagram, NL Onions, I'm hitting people up there and asking, what do you want me to talk about today? And this is great because I can spend, hours talking about shit I want to talk about, but what do you want me to talk about? And when those things intersect, when that's a Venn diagram of things I want to talk about and things you want to talk about, that's a Cobra Kai advertisement, subtle, subtle, subtle. Those things are the things that I'd like to talk about. But one of those things that somebody wanted to talk about was don't talk about Ty and Trey. Oh, I've got graphics cards all over my list. Don't worry about it. We'll get into all the NVIDIA stuff. Second of all, I know there is a delay on this stream. We finally nailed it down. It's 8 frames is what I've been able to determine in at least video editing wise. So we'll figure out what that equals to on a timing. And Moody's in the chat, so hopefully he can whip out a calculator and tell me what I need to adjust my audio delay by to get it to sync up with my video. But we're 8 frames behind is what I've been able to garner. And it does bug me. A lot of you out of it don't even fucking notice, so we're not going to nitpick over it. But it is annoying. I am aware of it, and it's still better than most of these channels out here, so get off my back about it. A couple of things before we go. There's some limited edition stuff, and there's some stuff in the store that's going away soon. If you haven't had a chance to check out our store, nobodylikesonions.com/store. Have you just tried to talk slower? 1/3 millisecond. Mikey, helpful as usual. First of all, we don't measure time in fractions. Also, I don't think you know what 1/3 of a millisecond is, and it's definitely more than that. It's got to be around between 250 and 350, 250 and 300 milliseconds should be the delay, I would think, considering there'd be 29 frames per second in a video project that I'm editing, and we're 8 frames behind. All right, look, guys, I don't have time to step you through fucking math, but anytime Mikey throws out helpful hints or advice, you can usually, and this isn't hurtful to Mikey in the same way I mean it when I talk to Curran like this. Mikey doesn't know that he's wrong. Curran knows that he's wrong and has dug in. I'm sorry, fraction cunt Ray. I mean, it's not just that you use fractions. You're off by 1,000-fold. So 267 milliseconds. Right about there is what I guessed. I was ballparking 250, but I knew that couldn't be, dead accurate. But yeah, okay. So we'll delay it 267 milliseconds. I'm not. Mikey still thinks Mikey still thinks. He says He said, Mikey says it's 1/3 millisecond. Moody says it's 267 milliseconds. And Mikey said, see? Moody said, I'm right. It's like, how do you think if you have 1/3 of an apple and I have 267 apples that we have the same thing? You know what I mean? Like, what is that even, like, what are you talking about? And also, you know, no wonder you get robbed by Nigerian scammers. Are those metric or standard seconds? I don't have time for this. You guys, you know, you guys do this to me on purpose. I think you do this just to stress me out. And you know that after the show's over, I go cry. You know that I run into a room, lay down and sob. And it's not good for my psyche. It's not good for my psyche, Mikey. That never happened. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but it probably did. If you're saying it didn't happen, I guarantee you it most likely did happen.
In the world.
So we'll just have to let time run out and see who's right. Might be NATO seconds. Okay, I don't know anything that's happening anymore. You guys have fucking lost your minds. Okay, let's talk about Patrick's Crying Room. Sounds like a movie on Netflix. Can we talk about movies on Netflix? First of all, I've been watching Cobra Kai, and I gotta say, it's nowhere near as cringe as I thought it would be. People making fun of Cobra Kai. I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? This is gonna be the guy. I don't know how old these guys are. How old is Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio? How old is this guy? He's got to be like 50 or just over it, just north of 50, something like that. And he looks pretty good and in shape. You know, they're doing all this stuff with the martial arts through the CGI and the editing to make it look like they know karate, of course. But like for 50, I think this guy's out there swinging a big fucking karate dick. But the other guy, the guy who's playing Johnny Lawrence, this guy looks like, I don't know what's happened. These guys all look like Garbage Pail Kids. I don't know what's happened to all their faces. But they all look like up close, you know, they all look like Dane Cook and Freddy Krueger in a mashup. And it's weird. And then I've got, 68 friends on Facebook who are all like, oh, did you guys like Cobra Kai? What other new shows do you like? Breaking Bad? And it's like, okay. Because if you didn't know, I guess Cobra Kai has been a show on YouTube Red or YouTube Premium for 2 years, 2018 and 19, these first 2 seasons. This is why 2 seasons got released on Netflix at once. So I guess the people who are like hanging around watching YouTube Red, which I can't even imagine you bragging about that and thinking you won an argument. Imagine going up to your friends and being like, he's 58. Wow. Okay. So again, Mikey said late 40s about Ralph Macchio. Thanks for the follow, man. That means so much. Gravy Pond. He says Ralph Macchio's late 40s and he's actually 58 from someone who looked it up. So again, Mikey is off. It's like, what are you, Price is Right ruling everything? You know? Let's go with 1/3 millisecond. I want to be under. Let's go with late 40s. It's like, just do simple math in your head, bruh. I don't know when the movie came out. 84, 85, somewhere in there. But then you got American fucking shit. Watch your fucking mouth when you talk to us, you Scottish sack of scum. I think I made my point. First got him of the day, spent on Mikey. How do you like them apples, motherfucker? Okay, the point is, I don't like the people who like saw something before somebody else and then rub it in just because somebody else saw it. You know, I gotta first of all give them props because that show is nowhere near as cringe as it could have been. But you know, I don't care that it's been on YouTube Red for 2 years. Like, who gives a shit? That's like you telling me about some really cool. By the way, and what is everybody doing? I can't have 900 subscriptions to everything. I can't have Hulu Plus and Disney Plus and Apple Plus And Apple Music and Amazon Music and Spotify. Do you know how many $9.99 payments are taken out of my account every month? I don't even know anymore. I checked the other day. I had a YouTube Premium account. I've got 2 Apple accounts open. I've got a Spotify and an Apple Music and an Amazon Music. I didn't know this, but apparently my Alexa's just charging me money while I sleep in the night. You know, if I mumble a product in my sleep, she just orders it for me. It shows up at my door. I can't return it. What's happening? How many $9.99 things are we all supposed to have? I got to sign up. If I want the Hulu Disney, I got to go for the ESPN. Like I'm watching. I don't fucking participate in sports. Watching them makes me sweat. I'm not sitting around watching old. By the way, there's no sports on. No wonder if you lumped this in with Disney. You know? What are we all supposed to sit around and watch old golf classics? I don't know what we're doing. What is on ESPN? 30s for 30s? Give me a fucking break. You know, don't forget to your Bork boxes. I don't know what any of that means. I just know, like, you know, everybody, we're all supposed to have a subscription to everything now. Adobe is a subscription. Everything's a goddamn subscription. Twitch is a subscription. And by the way, I know I'm talking you out of joining right now. I'm not saying that. Please, by all means, link up your Amazon account. Throw $4.99 at it. It's worth it not to just see the fucking ads all the time. I get it. But at some point, do you ever sit down and just look at your fucking bank statement and go, what am I doing? I'm being $9.99 to death. Like, you really are. It's fucking insane. You used to pay for something and get it. Now they're just like, no. As long as we keep making it, you keep paying for it. It's like, I didn't get married. You know what I mean? I went to a store. I didn't ask for an ongoing cost. You know, and I am sour because the stock market tanked today and I've lost my asshole. And it just combines into this whole spiral, this never-ending spiral of spending that they have us on. And you have to just keep, you know, I'm on the internet begging for money, and this isn't something you'd want to see. A grown man, you know, I'm 40 years old. I can't be looking into cameras and be like, give me money. Although, you know, give me money. Getting married is expensive. True. Yeah, thanks, man. You really summed it up for us. So yeah, I've gotten about 7 messages in the past day on my DMs about the NVIDIA 3000 series graphics cards. As people may know or may not know if you've been listening to the show. I have recently spent almost $5 fucking grand upgrading all the equipment in here. We have the latest and greatest, except some of it isn't. The computer wasn't upgraded a lot, but the graphics card, the memory, all the stuff that counts. We upgraded software systems. We upgraded all this stuff. I formatted the Windows machine so it would run fresh. I got a couple new sound interfaces for this stuff on the production inside. We're running all with the new 2020 iMac that I just got the other day. And everybody teased me about that. Oh, you got the new 2020 iMac. You know, next year they're coming out with the Apple Silicon iMac. It's like, I fucking understand. I'm not stupid. It's still a good computer that I'll be able to use, and I desperately needed a computer. I'm sitting around using a fucking 2014 Mac Mini like a fucking chump chode out of it, you know? Pick your own fucking noun. I don't care. But I had to get it. I had to fucking get it and get us upgraded. We're lagging. I was watching Alex Ansel's stream the other day. It was like 8 frames per second. I can't be embarrassed looking at that. You know, it's bad enough to be fat. When you're fat on screen at a low frame rate, it's disgusting. You know, if you move your arm too quick, you know, they're like, whoa, and they can't even fucking deal with it. So yeah, I had to, you know, dial that in. Tune that in, but I got the, I went with the budget card of the latest lineup, which is these Turing NVIDIA cards. And if you're not into gaming, this will be very, very boring. And that beard, how else could we tell how great it looks if not for them? Oh, come on, man. This hasn't been trimmed in an eon. But I'll tell you, so I bought the 2060, which was the bottom of the lineup. So I had the 2060, the 2070, the 2080, these graphics cards. And I don't need the 2080. I'm not super into gaming, but these new graphics cards have all this encoding technology and new features for all this stuff, and it was like, fuck it, yeah, we'll get that stuff. Is it EVGA? No. I'm not into cheap shit. So I got that. I got the 2060 Super, and it's great. It's fine. It works good. My CPU load is 16% now when we're streaming, and this CPU is a Intel Core i7 3770. You know, this is like a 2012, 2013 CPU, and it works fine. You know, because it doesn't fucking matter that much. I'm not even for gaming. Your CPU doesn't fucking matter that much. But then I get teased about the iMac shit because they're coming out with the new one, and then I get teased by you guys because the NVIDIA announced September 1st, which is yesterday, that they're coming out with the 3000 line of cards, and everybody's like, you got card cucked, you know. You've been graph fucked. I don't care. You know, I don't buy the card for the latest card. I'm not like benchmarking it. I didn't put this in and run Cinebench and Geek Flab or whatever the fuck you nerds do. I don't know. Like, I throw it in there. I fucking stream. I do think comedy's dying and getting dangerous. I can't give my opinions anymore. We may move into the gaming realm. I'm going to check that out. I would like somebody, you know, I don't know anything about Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I'd like to install Windows on this iMac. Get grand fucked, dog. Okay. I want to put maybe Windows on this and get Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know how much that game is, but somebody just donated or something. You know, throw me that game. If you want to see me play a game, I'd like to switch over to an all gaming to be an all gaming channel, and we'll just get out of the comedy business. We'll cover Ty Rivera and we'll do gaming, and all the other commentary and talk show things can go by the wayside. I could give 2 fucks. You know, we'll just do gaming stuff. I want to do the one that Moody plays all the time, the Geo Guesser. We're gonna play Portal 2. I want to get that one that all the guys. What's the one everybody's playing where they dress up like Sign Spinner? Fall Guys. We're gonna get Fall Guys. 2080 was marketed to streamers. Has a few more bells for it. You tell me what a 2080 has for streamer that a 2060 doesn't, because I did exclusive research on that. And don't think I'm not a chump. I could have been talked into the 2080. I got plenty of money, okay? I've been pool shopping. Among Us, Fall Guy. I did lose my asshole. It's made me very, very depressing. And I've been trying to keep up with things. You know, you try to go through the world and you try to like do all the things that the Pinterests tell us to do. I've been trying to make my own sourdough bread. No, I'm kidding. I'm off carbs, but I do try new things. I had what's the one I did the other day was a macaroni and cheese out of cauliflower, which was basically just cheesy cauliflower. And I finally tried this fat bomb crust to make pizza. I'll tell everybody who's trying to do the no carb thing about pizza, I've come to a fantastic realization to let you know. 10, 16, and 20 series, all about the same for streaming, gaming and streaming. That's different. No, the 10, 16, and 20 are not the same for fucking streaming, okay? Because I don't think the 10 has the NV Inc., the new NV Inc. engine, like the 1080i and stuff. I don't want to argue about this. Don't turn this into a gaming channel. This is what you guys do every fucking time. Every time I try to do a podcast, you guys turn this into a gaming channel. 10 has NV Inc. I don't think so. I read it was all fucking tuned up for the Turing stuff. The ray tracing is not in the 10. Come on. If you're telling me, and graphics drivers recently unlocked the use of 3 NVINC streams instead of being limited to 2. I got to upgrade graphics drivers on this thing? Nobody tells me. Can we get this guy out of our chat? He's dominating it too much. I can't. You know, what am I going to have a one-on-one conversation with Ken about drivers for a graphics card just because he's autistic and doesn't understand I'm trying to do a show here? And you'll come to me and be like, Patrick, you're the professional broadcaster. You should be the one who reins it in and doesn't respond to his shit. And I would tell you, get the fuck out of my chat. Get out. GPU drivers were unlocked a few months ago. You should be fine. Well, great. I'm glad we've settled all that. Ken, if you could rate limit yourself, that'd be fucking fantastic. You know? I'm already upset. I've worked up a sweat in here. It's 2:15 p.m. You know? We're trying to have a nice time. We're definitely, I will tell you this, I might do 7 hours for you people today, but I can't do it consecutively. I'm going to have to get out of here in the afternoon. You know, we'll do another hour and a half or 2 hours here before I leave, but I will not be sitting here from 4 to 7 p.m. We'll come back tonight maybe and we'll find another a comedy stream to watch. People have been sending me their local live comedy Zoom shows, and we do want to watch 7 to 10 hours of that. If you could rate limit yourself, I'd be fine. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, he really did stop talking. 24 messages were deleted by a moderator. This is why we have to take away Curran's mod abilities, I think, and maybe give it to some. We can't give it to Mikey either. We'd like you to run for mod. We're looking for a new mod in our chat. We think it'd be great to have you. And what we'll do is me and the other mods will collectively vote together on who to make a mod. But if you'd like to run, you know, go ahead, say so on the group, nobodylikesonions.com/Facebook. And we'd love to I don't know where that goes, actually. I just made up that link. Okay. I'm going to stop looking at the chat because it's just distracting me. This is what happens every time I get high before I do the show. And then one guy's talking about graphics cards left and right, and Mikey's just talking to the goddamn moon. I can't do it, okay? We're going to move on. I tried to make this fat bomb crust. If you're trying to do the no-carb diet thing, if you're trying to do it, you really have to hear me out because I'm going to tell you something that's going to make your life a lot easier if you're doing the low-carb, no-carb thing and you are craving pizza. Listen to me and listen to me carefully because there's a lot of shitty pizzas out there. And you'll go through them all trying to find one that works. And I can save you a lot of fucking time. You don't get pizza. It doesn't work. There is no good one. And I challenge someone to prove me wrong because I've tried everything. I've tried cauliflower crust. I've tried this fat bomb crust, which was supposed to be the shit. Do you know what you do? You take like 2 cups of mozzarella cheese and you add in like 3/4 cup of almond flour and a couple tablespoons of cream cheese. Okay. And you mix this together. You overheat and it becomes this like doughy thing. And then you can season it if you want, throw a little oregano or some garlic powder in there, you know, to give it kind of an Italian taste. And then you literally roll that out flat between some wax paper and bake it for about 10 minutes. Just pick the carbs off when you get a pizza. Yeah, I never thought about that. That actually is probably the best advice. You know, that's just as practical as you out there hunting. I've done it. I've searched for it all. It's not good. You can't do it. It can't be done. And don't get me wrong, this fat bomb pizza crust was promising. I get it. You'll look at it on Instagram. You'll see other people have done it. And you're like, oh, maybe. Like, this kind of looks like bread. It doesn't. It doesn't work. And here's the thing. You eat 2 pieces of it. You make this pizza for yourself. And I'm talking about a foot across. You know, it's not a big pizza. You make that. You have a slice of it. It's 8 slices or whatever, 6 slices. You have a slice of it. You're full because it's just cheese. You know what I mean? It's not, you're getting like the flavors of pizza without pizza. And that bread is so important. And you can't reheat it. You throw this in the fridge, you reheat it. My preferred method is always the air fryer, just to get it crisp all the way around. It's not right. It's nothing close to bread. You can't get it close to bread. My advice to you is just stay off the carbs and eat a pizza every month. Eat 1 pizza whatever you want every month. Eat one pizza. Stop fucking worrying about it, you know? Eat ice cream if you want ice cream. Stop this with the coconut, soy. Like, what is everybody doing? We're trying to make an ice cream that tastes like real ice cream. It's like we have one. It's ice cream, you know? I've never seen a religion like veganism where everyone just goes around trying to create something as close as possible to an animal product. And it's like, I thought that shit disgusted you guys. It's like a real burger. There's even blood. It's like, what? I thought that was gross to everybody. You can't even tell it's creamy like real milk. It's like, I thought you guys hated the nectar of the teat. You know, like, I thought it was cool to milk in it. Yeah, but it's not cool to think about milking it and tasting it. Like, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't happen on any other thing where, like, you never, ever, ever see a guy hammering out a steak and painting it green going, like, it tastes like a real salad. Like, it doesn't occur that way. This is like, imagine like joining the clergy and then agreeing to never jerk off. You've made this vow of celibacy, okay? I'm never going to jerk off again. I won't pleasure myself in that carnal way. And yet all you do at night is run around the kitchen, you know, looking for things, whether it be warming up a watermelon or hollowing out a baguette, and then getting online to a forum with all the other priests and be like, no, you warm up the bread first. I swear to God, it feels just like you're jerking off. It's like, would that be acceptable? Would all the other priests be like, oh, yeah, no, he's found a way. You actually use mozzarella and almond flour, and that way it exfoliates your cock while you're rubbing it all in there. Like, no, you don't get to make up a substitute. Like, it doesn't jive. That doesn't mesh. What's the word I'm looking for? I find that a bagel is the closest thing to a butthole. Well, we all have revelations on our own. My wife is allergic to gluten, dairy, nuts, and just about everything else. Yeah, I honestly, it blows my mind that you haven't had the energy to go online and hire someone to kill her. Would be really, 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 really impressive, I think. So don't do it. Like, there's just no good way. There's no easy way to substitute certain things. You're never going to get bread. Now, look, I'll tell you this, cauliflower rice, you know, I can have cauliflower rice under Indian food or Chinese food or something like that and not blink. Can't even tell. Now, look, it's not as absorbative. What's the word? Absorbative, I just had a goddamn stroke. What's the word I'm looking for? Absorbative? That feels like it's not a real word. Absorbative? Thanks for the follow, no frills. Absorbative. What is the word I'm trying to... Someone please type it and make sure, Mikey will do it, but he'll just... It's more absorbent. Holy shit, that is it. That is it. You know, every once in a while, Curran comes out and just blows your mind. You know what I mean? You'll be like, what's the thing where you're good with both hands? He's like, ambidextrous. And you're just like, holy shit. How did you get that shit? But he did. He just knocks it out of the fucking park. I'm trying to overcomplicate it. You know what? This is what Ty was talking about. Smart people. You're in your own head. I'm over here like absorbitation, absorbitol. You know, I'm naming drugs that I'm making up. Curran just walks in with his fucking MAGA hat on and goes, absorbent. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Mic drop. Oh, God. This is why we can't just burn his house down and write him off. You know, there might be intelligence there. This is like he's one fetus we can't abort because we have to argue that it is a person. May not be the person we want, but it is the person we deserve and that we have. JK, we love you, Curran. Please don't do anything stupid to ruin my life. God, man. Should I even check the stock market? It's going to disappoint. I'll tell you what I've done. I'm not even gonna. You're gonna. Can I tell you this? Because it'll freak some people the fuck out if I tell you what I've done with the stock market. So I borrowed around $76,000 and bought stock with it, and and it worked. It worked out really well. If you haven't been paying attention, the stock market's gone gangbusters for the last 3 months. So it's very dangerous to do that much with margin because you can get in trouble. But I did it, and it did extremely well. And so I told you guys that I was house shopping. And I don't like to come in here and brag about my wealth when I'm trying to get subscriptions. Please subscribe. But that is the truth. So I'm house shopping, but the market for housing right now is very, very complicated. Number one, I don't think I'll find a house that I like the layout of as much as I like this house. Now, I don't like this house, okay? Number one, because of the air conditioning situation, I can't buy this house. It would need so many things. Also, no pool, no room for a pool. And I've made it, hold on. I waited 10 minutes to say, fuck y'alls, I'm staying. Oh, wow. Oh, because you got rate limited. You got timed out. Thanks, Ken. We love you. But it was a nice, productive 10 minutes. Look how much we talked about, in that time. But if everything you say comes with $1 tip, we'll allow it. I'll actually come on here just for you. So the real estate market is kind of fucking weird right now. The same as the stock market. And I'll tell you this, I think we're going to have a hard 5 years. I think 5 years probably of really shitty low interest rates and stuff, and then inflation is going to be fucking crazy, okay? And I would advise you that if you don't own a home or some real estate or at least some stocks, to start looking at investing some money. Because this is how, I'm telling you, this divide, we're going to be in a tale of two cities soon, okay? Best of times, worst of times. It's going to be the super poor and the super, super rich. And if you're not strapped on to the rocket, and I'm not saying you have to be one of the super rich, one of the 1%, one of the elites. I do feel like, and this is the thing, we're never really taught this kind of shit effectively in school, but you have to strap yourself onto the rocket that is the wealth system, which is, real estate and the stock market. So I would advise you, whether it's $20 a week, $20 a month, $200 a month. I'm not familiar with your discretionary spending budget, but you need to really start thinking about this shit. There's no reason now with the Robinhoods, and then look, I shit on Robinhood, but that's because they charge $75 to export stuff out of the account. Like let's say you put $100 in there in Tesla, and then you wanted to move it over to TD Ameritrade, they're going to charge you $75. And maybe that's appreciated to $500 by then. But that's still a big chunk of a fee they're going to take out for you to transfer over to another broker. But you don't ever have to transfer over to another broker. You can happily stay in the app world and invest with the Weebles and the Robinhoods and whatever else you have in your continent of the woods. Because the regulations are different. I know not everything is everywhere. If you are going to use Robinhood, nobodylikesonions.com/Robinhood. But start doing it. Start thinking about it. I don't know. People get scared. I talk to so many people and they're just like, I just don't know how to invest. I just don't know what to put. And then somebody said this to me. They were like, I don't put my money into stocks because it's in my I know people with 30 grand in their savings account. I won't put it into stocks, won't invest it. And they're like, well, what if I need the money? And it's like, first of all, put it into something that isn't going anywhere. And I know that you can't say that about anything. Who knows? Google could go belly up tomorrow in some scandal. But you put it in Apple. Put it in the FANG stocks. They call the FANGs the Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. Put it in these big stocks that are pretty stable. And I'm not saying they don't go up and down. Like Tesla's wild. Tesla could go up $1,000 tomorrow, but it could also go down $500,000 tomorrow. So that is what it is. And if you're looking for explosive growth, Tesla and Apple have done great. I think Amazon is probably going to split soon. This is the whisper. So look, Amazon stock is $3,500 right now for one share. But there's rumor of that splitting, being a 10 for one stock or even a 30 for one split. So there's a good investment there. And people don't understand the fractional investing, where you don't have to throw a full. You don't have to buy a full share of Tesla. You don't have to buy a full share of Amazon at $3,500. You can buy 0.02 shares of it. You can download Robinhood and buy $20 of Tesla. The same way you can download Coinbase and buy $20 of Bitcoin. People always hear, oh, Bitcoin's $12,000. I can't afford Bitcoin. I missed the train. It's like, you don't have to get a whole one. You don't have to get a whole stock. But Apple's trading now for around 130. I think Tesla's around 4, just came down today. Good opportunity to pick that up on a dip under $500. It was over. So, you have to watch this stuff, I think, and it's easy to be afraid of it and not do anything. But these are the people who are winners. They get stuff, and you can't sit on the sidelines and just be like, I'm afraid to invest. I need that money. That's my safety net. Look, let's say you had $30,000 in your bank account. I don't know these people, but hold on. Americans don't understand. What does that even mean? In reference to what? Spotify is going to host video soon, so that might be a good one. Wow. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about any of that stuff. My picks, I'm waiting for an IPO, hopefully in the next couple of months, called Snowflake. I think that's going to be a good one. That would be my pick. Amazon, I think it's going to split soon. I would pick up some Amazon. I like Tesla still. They've got a lot of big announcements coming. Apple's got a ton of shit in the pipeline, and it doesn't look like that whole skirmish with Fortnite and the nerds is going to matter much. They've already won the first round of that legal fight where Apple doesn't have to let Fortnite in the store, and I'm pretty sure they're going to win the other fight. But we will see. Even so, I don't see it like dinging Apple that much. I don't see it like really hurting Apple that much. So you buy some of that. You buy some of that stock. Let's say it's Apple or Amazon or something relatively stable like that, and you have that in your trading account. Let's say it's TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab or even Robinhood. And let's say something happens. Your car breaks down. You want to buy a house. Some big emergency comes up and you need cash. Okay, you're sitting around, you're going, oh, I need $5,000. I need $10,000 to put down on a house. You need something like that. You can pull it out. You can pull it out. Look for some that give dividends so you can earn off it. Yeah, Tesla doesn't give dividends. Apple gives dividends and has for the last 10 years or so. And again, you reinvest that dividend money. Don't collect it, okay? Set that up in whatever brokerage app you're using, that the minute you get a dividend, the minute you get a payment, you get 80 cents per share, 20 cents per share dividend every quarter. Reinvest that in. You buy 20 cents. Apple gives you 80 cents per share. You buy 80 cents of Apple per share every time, And this is how it compounds. And this stuff is beating anything out there. Tesla, I bought Tesla almost 2 months ago under $1,000. It went to 2,500 and split, 2,200 and split. So, and I don't say this, I took a calculated risk. I fucked up actually. I did this borrowing in December. I made a call in December before I left for Australia that I thought Apple was going to have a big year. I knew they had some stuff in the pipeline, and I took out a big loan, and then I doubled down on that two or three times, and I've borrowed 76,000 is what I ended up borrowing and buying stock with, and it just happened to be a fucking banger quarter. You know what I mean? You're smart, right? No, that's just a rumor. But you got look, that could have gone down. I could have had a very, very bad fucking quarter. But I think these are pretty recession-proof stocks. You have to try to make some smart decisions. And, things can dip, but you can't panic. I'll never forget the first time I bought Apple stock, I think 2 splits ago now, Jesus Christ, 2008, me and my friend bought it at the same time when we had a day job, when I had my last day job, 2008. And this guy that I work with, we both bought it. I think he bought some around 80 and I brought some around 80. Now it is split twice since then, so that price basis isn't relative. It's trading for 130 today, but this is 2 splits ago. So imagine it trading for really about 3,000 today. But this is when it was 80. And he goes, it went up to 110. And this is like the iPhone 3G is out. Like this is very early. And then it dipped. It dipped back down to 76, I think, below. And I bought more. And he panicked and sold it. He sold it at a $4 loss per share. Never got into Apple again. People freak out. People freak the fuck out. Okay? You almost can't, if you can't handle like the emotional roller coaster of it, you can't check the prices. You can't like check the shit. I doubled down again. When Apple went down to 245 earlier this year, I'm looking at my margin loan, and I'm going, fuck. You know what I mean? I think I bought it 289. At 289, I invested around 50,000 into Apple in December. 289, right before it hit 290 is when I got it, because it was just a market buy. And then it was up to like 320, and I was feeling great. And then the pandemic all started. It went down to 245, and I picked up more. You gotta have a steel gut for this stuff, and you also have to like know that certain companies like that. You know what else I bought was Nvidia. I didn't buy the AMD stuff. Somebody was talking about that, but I did buy Nvidia. If you look into Nvidia and what they're doing, like you don't understand. People think it's just like graphics cards. You don't understand what they're doing with ASICs and semiconductor shit. Like people don't know what these companies do, and they just like, well, they're the GeForce guys, right? They make graphics cards. It's like, oh yeah. Like Nvidia's the guys who are going to be building Skynet. Unless you're constantly day trading, you got to look at things over weeks and months, not days. Yeah, I talked to Chris Waldeck, Krem Waldorf, and he's a big day trader. I think he has a day job now, so I don't know how he's doing that. But he's always like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Like every day he's like mad that he's not making these moves, and it's like that's an insane way. I can't do that. I'm a pretty long-term trader. I did make one fucking mistake this year, and I couldn't make it work. I did buy AstraZeneca, Gilead, and Moderna, just rolling the dice on the COVID vaccine shit. And I'm telling you, ever since I bought those things, just down, down, down. All 3 of them. I can't make money in the med tech sector, And I ejected. I didn't lose too much, but I got out. And I said, why am I doing this when I could tie this money up in Tesla or Apple, with huge potential upsides? And I'm not saying Tesla doesn't have, look, Tesla dropped $50 or whatever yesterday and today. I think it's actually back up a little today. So look, there's swings, but you buy this stuff, you accumulate this stuff, you let this stuff grow of its own volition. You let the splits happen. You reinvest the dividends. They don't. And I sound like a fucking idiot saying this to adults, but we really don't no one teaches this stuff in here. And it's like, I don't think anyone for fun is sitting around watching Dave Ramsey or anybody teach them investing advice and stuff. And I think a lot of people too, with day jobs who are paycheck to paycheck people who, I make $400 a week and all that goes to rent and childcare because I can't stop fucking and having children irresponsibly. I've got a real problem with my dick juice. And we're all like, oh, okay. I think those people, in that lower mid class think that they can't be they can't buy stock and they can't People just tell themselves that's somebody else. That's another thing. And it's like, yeah, it's why you're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like why you were at AutoZone 2 years ago and now you're like the fry manager at El Pollos Los Hermanos, whatever the restaurant is. I don't know, man. And look, you know, I'm not, you know, smashing it or anything, but I'm comfortable. And I definitely feel like, you know, the economy and shit we're in right now, you bet if you haven't come up with plans C, D, and E yet, you are asleep at the wheel. You know what I mean? So if you're sitting around just like, God, I can't wait for comedy shows to get back. I watch these comics and I just cringe. They're just like, when are shows going to kick up again? It's like, honey, pivot. You know what I mean? And I watch most of these guys pivot, and that's not what I'm talking about. Oh, God, if one more person starts up a YouTube channel, pod, I don't know. There'll be a million more of them, and we'll all have to live with them. That's just what it is. But I'm trying to, you know, go house shopping with some of this money, you know, spend it while it's real. And the market, here's what's happening. It's the same thing that like people say, oh, the economy's good because the stock market's up, but it's like, no, like the Dow and the S&P are shit. Like tech stocks, these recession-proof stocks are up crazy on steroids. But like the economy is not doing good. There is a reckoning coming. And the problem is this is like a tidal wave. People don't, I made this mistake with a couple of things this year. Number one, I didn't realize how dumb we were collectively as a country. But number two, everything just moves in really slow bullet time. You know what I mean? And if you have any kind of a brain and see stuff coming, and it doesn't even take it right now, it doesn't take any kind of high intelligence. Like all you have to do is think about where the world is and what's coming and how slow it's moving now, and then extrapolate that out. So this is going to be a very, my screensaver just kicked in. This is going to be a very, very strange few years. So what's happening is like, because everything hasn't fully collapsed yet, because everybody's been getting money given to them by the government, because everybody's been getting paycheck protection shit through corporations, because everybody's been getting their PUA and pipa pua. What are all these things that everybody's got? Pica, fecal, all this stuff that everybody's been getting from the government, unemployment extensions, doubling it, the $600 thing. Now there's going to be another one, the $400 thing they're going to be doing. It's like all this money is fake money. A lot of people are making more money than they ever made, like working a job. And this is propping up the market. The minute these evictions start going through, the minute these payments aren't going to be able to be made, the minute Daddy Trump, you know, puts his nipple away and cuts everybody off the old government teat, banks are going to start kicking people out of these houses and stuff. Right now, everybody's batting down. It's like a hurricane. So there's no homes on the market, which is forcing prices to go up. So I'm going home shopping and like things are getting like 30 grand above their asking price. They're getting 20 offers on this shit. Which before you would make an offer 20 grand under, you know, but now they're like people from out of state are just buying homes sight unseen, just over the internet. Like, yeah, I'll take it. They're going to board it up, knock it down, remodel it, rent it out, whatever it is. They're just buying shit up. It's so fucking weird. So there's no homes in inventory, super low inventory. Prices are going up because of that. People are in max exodus, leaving cities and coming to smaller locales. Las Vegas being one of them. Texas, people are seeing a huge boom in population in Texas. People are moving towards the middle of the country. They're getting away from the oceans, almost like a tidal wave is coming. Only this one is debt. And it's going to be crushing. And it's hard to breathe when the financial police are kneeling on your neck, right, George Floyd's? But that's the way it is. And so, it's a weird dance for me because I want to get a house. I need to get out of this place. I'm starting to have a few disagreements with the management company of this place. Not just about the air conditioning, but some of the air conditioning. And some other issues, and I need to get the fuck out of here. And I could wait. I think it'll take 6 to 8 months before the market crashes, and it feels dumb to buy a house, at a market peak. It's going to feel dumb to buy a house for $350,000, and in 6 months the house is worth $320,000. Like, that is going to suck, but I'm also not looking to move. I'm looking for something long term. I've also made money. Inflation, I've made more money than I should have this year in the stock market, so I can afford to put a little more down than I would have put on a home. And I do think it'll get the payment down. I think it'll be cheaper. And why the fuck not build up some equity? And that's another form of investment. And I'll tell you 100% now that I'm in my 40s and I'm just not afraid of this shit anymore. Like, what are you going to do? Like, take all my money and I have to start over? Like, okay. I'll just die. I don't care. Your car cannot drive itself if you don't have NVIDIA around. Think how large that will be. Okay. But cannot wait to take advantage of low house prices. Yeah, but you got to watch it, because when the prices start coming down again is when you could see the interest. Like, loans are cheap right now. And, if you have excellent credit, which daddy don't want to brag, but, does, you can still get a great loan right now. They are retracting the loans. They're not giving away these easy loans right now. But if you have good credit, you can get a good loan. 3% for a house? Get the fuck out of here. 5% was good a few years ago. 4%. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So it's hard to house shop and time this right, because I do think it is a bubble. We are about to see Burning Man take over the world. Trust me on that one. I would bet before the release of Donda, we are going to see this country on fire. And who knows, with this election, like, what's going to happen. Like, I want to get a house before this election happens too. I feel like that's, who fucking knows? Like, who knows? Do you know the two different ways the country could go based on whether Bush, whether Trump or Bush, Trump or Biden get elected? Like, do you understand the fork in the fucking road? It's not even a fork in the road, I guess. God, Biden is a fucking dud. I don't like any of them. I got everyone. I wish I could call specific people out on here. You need to stop with your Facebook posts. Enough with this. Only 6,000 people died of COVID. You've all been had. Enough of this stuff where you where you're like fucking trying to change people's minds on Facebook. I think all of our internet, like, collectively as a human race, we would all have faster internet if you guys could just fucking shut up and keep your opinions to yourself. Imagine how much of our pipes are clogged up with your shitty opinions. Just picture it. Just picture fiber optic cables laying under the sea. We're on Twitch, right? Hey, gamer nerds, aren't you tired of all your packets not being able to get through? All your dropped frames of the newest Lara Croft Womb Raider game can't get through because some asshole has to tell you that if you are down with Trump, you can just go ahead and unfriend him. Like, imagine saying that. Like, that's not a thing that is on us, Like, imagine that impetus. That it's, hey, if you're down with Trump, go ahead and unfriend me. It's like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and just give myself a chore because of your stupid closed-mindedness. Imagine not being able to share a room with a person who has a different opinion. And that's what you're all doing on Facebook. You're like, if you think black people are the same as white people, go ahead and do yourself they always do yourself a favor. Why don't you do me a favor? It's like, you're always doing someone a favor. It's always do me a favor and unfriend me. Do yourself a favor and unfriend me. What are you, like, who are you mad at? Everyone acts like a goddamn child. And I'm not saying, like, look, block is there for a reason. Block is there for something that's like harassing you. Block is not there. Follow is not there. I mean, they actually, I mean, it is what it's there for now. You people like just use it to like, you know, bespoke your echo chamber. You know, everybody's just like, oh, what skin are you wearing on your reality today? Nice. Yeah, I almost have no Republicans on my feed. What are you doing? 2? You had 2? Yeah. Did you delete them? Did you tell them that they were pieces of shit and that they should unfriend you? Nice. Got them. Let's go ahead and pull up some things to look at. We're not going to do too much longer here today because it's going to get hot in this room. But I will tell you this. We're going to come back in a few hours, okay? Which is 100% true. We'll take a little break, see. We'll let this afternoon heat pass over us like a warm herpes infection. It will return. It will return, and you'll know when it's back because of the large sore on your lip. Let's open her up. Couple of things I do want to check in on here. Just to let you know, some strange things. Trey's Mala, real quick mention, hasn't put up any videos since we talked about him. Now, what did happen that was strange, and remember, this is a guy who's 3 months ago, 7 views, 3 months ago, 4 views, 4 months ago, 9 views. This guy gets next to nothing. You know, these are accidental robot views that stumbled upon this content. All of a sudden, this one jumped to 126, the most recent. So that was fucking weird, I thought. And then just to let you know what this guy's up to, we're over here on his Instagram. And the only thing he's posted since we've done a show about him are these 2 videos. I want you to, there's a couple of things I want you to pay attention to here when we do this. Number 1, I want you to imagine hitting go live and doing this. Okay? I want you to imagine how cool you think this must be. Like, I'm gonna hit go live and do this, and then what he does. Wait till you see that, okay? And then we're gonna go. Now the theme of these 2 videos is no masks, no mas, taquito mas. Okay, so Trey's. This is Trey's. This is video number 1. Oh fuck, we can't do it unless we're logged in. I think he'll block me if I think when I log in, I'm blocked. So I can't fucking do it. I'll have to circle back to this and find a way to play. Or maybe if somebody can pull these down, go on Trey's Mala Instagram and maybe pull down these 2 videos. Now this one here in the middle is Kyle Rittenhouse video where he defends Kyle Rittenhouse. And look, you know, I don't know where you're we've all seen the video, right? Where those guys get housed. You've been housed. So whatever. I'm not here to argue about that. We try to keep things real fun and family friendly on this show. Let's not get political. I'm over it. I've realized that none of it fucking matters. And I also am smart enough to know that I'm insane. Right click it and open it in another window. Oh, does that work? If you just taught me something, I'll kiss your dick. Fuck yes. Look at that. Give this guy a cookie token. Are we out of cookie tokens, Rusty? Yeah, we're out of cookie tokens. Fuck. We're out of cookie tokens, guys.
Oh no.
Fucking love comedy. I love telling jokes. And I love my comedy crew and my people. And I love fucking people who support the First Amendment and our way of life of freedom. And you know what else I love? No fucking mask, motherfuckers.
It's like, explain to me this. Is that tough? Like, and you know what else? Like, you're in a strip mall outside a donut place where you're about to perform for, you know, cigarettes of money. Look at it. Look at the strip mall. There's no way. Fuck. Yeah, there's no fucking way, right? Like, you're running around, you're like, and he's doing that thing where he's like, He's filming in public, but he's trying to keep it down. Yeah, I'm out here doing comedy. And I'll tell you what else, guys. I'll tell you what else I like. No fucking mask, motherfucker. It's like, okay, cool, quiet aggression, Trays. And then this one, I think was just today, if I'm not mistaken. I can't keep up. Well, in the last 24 hours. Okay. So this is the last 24 hours. And I don't know where he is, but let's take a look.
It's a beautiful day out today.
Oh, he's doing a British accent. I forgot this. He's doing a British accent. He prides himself. He says he can do British accents, and Scottish accents and Irish accents, and people can't tell. Like, he can do whole sets of them, and people don't even know. So for no reason, he's about to do an awful British accent. Like my British accent. I don't say they're good, you know? Like, if I'm like, oh, oi, the other day, I'm going down the store, me and my mates. I go in the store, I'm like, hey, bruv, you know, let me get a pint of shandy. It's like, you know, it's bullshit, cockney, horse shit. That's what he's about to do. So be ready for that. Just wanted to warn you.
You should be out here, you know, where the weather's nice, the sun is bright, the wind is blowing. The air is fresh. Get out of the house and take off that fucking mask.
It's like, first of all, who's sitting at home with their mask on? You know? Like, hey, why don't you guys finally get out of the house and take the mask off? Oh, are we allowed? Because we've been sleeping with them on, you know? But again, another one of these quiet public vids where you won't see me do it. I haven't posted on my Instagram, I don't think, since March. Consider me done. The more I watch people do social media, the less it makes me want to do. This podcast is on. Somebody just asked me to do a show today, another show. And I said, I can't, it's too cringe. This show is cringe enough to do. You know, the fact that I come into a room and turn lights on and talk to you idiots. Like, this is cringe. This is out of it shit. But I'll do it. You know, this is where I draw the line. Only because of habit. Only because of raw, unbridled compulsion. But I'll be damned if I ever walk around a public, crowded place with a phone on me, whisper talking tough. Tough whispering. And you know, get out. Making sure no one's seeing you because it's embarrassing as fuck that you're holding up your cheap Boost Mobile Android phone. You know? What is that? The Z Fold 2? Don't get me started. He's out, like, this is this guy. He's out going like, and no fucking masks. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. What are you, hashtag free breather, hashtag think stopper, hashtag mask free, hashtag lovely, hashtag get some, hashtag freedom, hashtag LOL, hashtag Las Vegas, hashtag Trays Mala, hashtag IDGAF. That's what he thinks. And that's real. That's real talk from a real tough Trey. So, look, if you click on hashtag Trays Mala, by the way, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Thank you so much for the follow, Gravy Dreams. Click on Trays Mala here as a hashtag. And let's just see what we got. Like, this looks like dog scraps you would take home. Like, got some steak that I wanted to bring to my dog. Here it is. Look at that. Like, imagine picking this cut of steak in a grocery store. Look at all the fat. And don't get me wrong, like you get a good ribeye. Loving the flat top griddle. Malahana's Think Stop Kitchen. It's just like I would never get a steak this riddled. Look at this giant fat hole in this thing, you know? But I guess these are the best cuts Walmart had that day. So that's what he's got. Yeah, his tags. He's got a lot of these. He's got a lot. Oh, these are double tagged. What is this stuff? This can't be real.
Because it's all about cooking bacon with your shirt off. Pure machismo.
Pure machismo? He wrote hashtag funny, hashtag bacon with the shirt off. Like, what is going on? Anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys that. That's what he's up to. There's been no new Think Stopper episodes in weeks, almost a month from old Trays. And that's just facts. Would you guys like to meet a new person that I've started getting into? And I don't even know if I'm making fun of this guy, but I'm fascinated by him. Would you guys like to meet him? This guy thinks he has it all figured out. Yeah. No, that's 100% true. This is 100% real talk. I just got an offer from Uber Eats. Let's see. Get over the hump. Your hump day pickup is on Uber Eats. Get up and get 50% off today's pickup order. As if I was going to order food for pickup, I would do it through Uber Eats. God damn it! What did I just delete? Oh, nothing important. I had to go to a MMA gym yesterday. Don't worry about why. Had to clean the guns. Oh fuck! Hold on, that wasn't supposed to play yet. I had to go to MMA gym and I was listening to these stories woven by this old UFC fighter. The guy's Tony Frickland, you know, just telling all these stories about how him and his friends used to drive around London with trench coats on with guns and threaten police. It's like, oh, okay. And you don't know whether he's like him and Anderson Silva and stuff, you know, and who else is he fucking talking about? All these UFC guys, you know. Thanks for the follow there, Lucy Face. Anyway, it's funny to watch because this guy comes up to me and he sticks his hand out to like handshake with me, and I am 2 weeks away. In 2 weeks, do you understand? In 2 weeks, I'm supposed to go. Thanks for the follow there, Titty's nice. In 2 weeks, I'm supposed to go to Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, and do shows. These are shows that were on the books that have not been canceled. These clubs are apparently open and operating. I'm supposed to go to Tulsa and work with Roy Johnson and Landry. If you're anywhere near Tulsa and I make the drive from Vegas to Oklahoma, if you are within a 5-hour radius of Tulsa and you don't come out to these shows, you know, I understand completely. And, you know, and Roy's like, you know, we got a party. We're going to do all the drugs. We're going to get some coke. We're going to smoke some ice, blow some clouds, sip some Crizal. So I've been doing a lot of computer work, as I mentioned before. That's how I do transitions, by the way. I've been doing a lot of computer work, as I said before, and I started watching reviews of graphics card on a channel that I found called Linus Tech Time. Now, I don't know anything about this. Roy is all talk, yo. Yeah, that's pretty much true. This guy Linus, he's a Canadian guy, and he's got a pretty big YouTube channel. and he does all these tech reviews, and he runs a company called Linus Media Group. Okay. And I've watched probably 3,008 of this guy's videos. And he's got like 30 employees, giant warehouse. They shoot, 20 videos a week. They put them up. Editing teams, hosts, they have different channels they run. But one of the guys they have in their family of freaks is this guy named Anthony. And I can't get enough of Anthony. Now, he doesn't act as dumb and foolish as I would like. I would like him to do a lot more dumb things. But it's also an interesting dynamic when you see the effects of bullying going away. And you see a gross human mongoloid who this guy should have never ventured to stick his head out of his mother's basement. But somehow they've patted him on the back for being a nerd gamer, gave him a job, and now he hosts tech review videos and stuff. And we get to see him fumble around. Now, I'm going to play a couple videos. We'll get intro him, and then maybe, in the future, if you guys like him, we'll go into some other stuff. But I will tell you, one of my favorite videos, which we probably won't watch here today, is when they upgrade his home gaming system and get him a new TV or something, and they go to his apartment, and you see his apartment. When you see it, look, I've come to realize from going to several of your homes that most of you live in garbage-filled wastelands, and that it's not good out there on the whole, on the most part. But it's always fun to make fun of somebody else's shit pile. Look, you're going to be sitting around laughing at this guy in his home and stuff. But at the same time, if you are honest with yourself and look around, it's all, really bad cable management to 9 different game systems, and it smells like cat piss in your house. So, okay. I find that disgusting. Don't ever. You're not. Everyone use the back entrance when you come to my pool party at my new pool house. It's I got to make this happen this year. I've got to have a pool home this year, or you guys will be like, "We knew it. What a piece of shit. We knew we wouldn't get a pool home. He probably doesn't even fit in the pool. Fat fuck. Have you seen his tits? He's not even losing weight. He's a big liar." This is Anthony. And I don't know why they've started it on this. Anthony has a pool home. Patrick, you need to watch Love on the Spectrum on Netflix. It's incredible. I loved when you used to watch The Undateables. I've watched it, and it's not as good as The Undateables, but I have watched it. It's okay. It's worth a watch. It's no Cobra Kai. Oh, you're just into Love on the Spectrum? What other news shows do you like? The Wire. This is Anthony. Don't adjust your sets. Also, I don't know why they filmed this video in ultra wide screen, but this was a good one to watch that popped up on my feed, and wow. So I can try to go to my normal YouTube cut, but it looks a little like this because they went with a non-standard size for the video. But this will give you a hint of who Anthony is. Have a look at Anthony. Tell me what you guys think.
Excuse me. I'm allergic to short circuit. System 76 is a bit of an odd company. I mean, when you think about it, they've got all of these products that are relatively high end, and yet it's all based on open source software, from the Thelio to the Serval to the Oryx Pro, which is what we're looking at right now. Honestly, I haven't unboxed this yet. I've opened the box to see what's inside, but this is the first time that it's actually going to be taken out.
He looks weird but seems well spoken. Right. And therein lies my whole struggle with this. Like I said, he doesn't act or behave as bad as I wish we had a hidden camera, because I have a feeling there's a lot of Cheetos encrusted nights alone. But there's enough to watch it. And then again, when you get a screen cap like that and you get to see how tight, I love Fat Risk's watches and how tight they are. Anthony.
This is a big box.
I also love his hair. Like, look at this hair. Why would you have old corpse hair? Old crypt keeper, I've been buried forever, corpse hair.
For a very small laptop.
He also has he's like cross-eyed. It's like a weird cross between Honey Boo Boo's mom but he's a little cross. He's kind of like
15-inch laptop. I've got this kind of weird packaging method here. Everything is bound up in this rather heavy-duty cardboard and plastic. And what you're supposed to do is unfold it.
It is corpse hair. It's like
right out.
It's like thin and wispy,
like so.
Like
that way you can reuse it.
He's got meatloaf. Yeah, meatloaf.
Awesome. So let's get the main event out here. That's better. The inside of the box is pretty nice too, actually. When I stop to look at it, all around it are these nerdy kind of designs.
Great.
You see the rocket ship there.
You can turn it inside out and live in it.
Some kind of crystal here. Yeah, all kinds of really cool stuff.
He needs an NLO hat.
So that
I would love that. Can we? This would be a great new program, actually. If you have a favorite YouTuber, or like, I would love to get Kay to wear one of these. We'll send them the merch if they promise to wear it. If they're going to wear a hat, we need a commitment to a minimum number. But I think so. This is some channel they do called Short Circuit.
Hey, better late than never. That's what I always say, ladies and gentlemen.
Which is a new channel that this guy does. This is this Linus guy, okay? And his main channel is this Linus Tech Tips, but they also do Tech Quickie, Tech Linked. He's got all these fucking channels that his company does.
Everyone
and this is a 12 million subscriber channel. These are big channels. But they do every kind of fucking thing. But I love it. Anything with Anthony in it, I love to watch. Look at this.
Screaming fast. It was pretty good for its day. So let's start off with Cinebench. Yeah, Threadripper, this is not. This actually took like 3
Look at this guy.
Closer to 5. Not all that far.
It's just like, did you know you had work today? Simply Sarah.
CPU, which is a mobile CPU.
Yeah.
Maybe we can catch up a little bit with a couple of upgrades. Next up is Blender. This is usually pretty quick. 8 minutes. Oh boy. Well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do some transcoding with Handbrake. Got a file in.
Yeah, he just. I can't.
Best case scenario.
I don't really have like a solid slam on this guy.
Thank goodness for our extra USB ports. We can expand.
I just like watching him. There's something calming about watching this man teach me about. Simply Sarah needs NLO flag or tarp to wear. Wow, that's pretty mean. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I would have killed for USB.
I can't decide if I like him or I don't like him.
This thing was new. So it's been a few days.
What do people say in the comments? Do they ever go like, Anthony, love the vids with Anthony. He's the internet's cool dude. What? He needs a haircut, stop hiding his baldness, and lose some weight. This is the first comment. I had no fucking clue. This is the first fucking comment. Shut up, he looks fine, just like a technological Jesus without a beard. I think obesity is not so good for people. That's all. I love it. LTT and all of them for many years. Funny thing is, we nor he needs your opinion. I don't think the way he looks is relevant. He's one of the most knowledgeable people on this channel. Very knowledgeable. It's not fine. His condition will shorten his life. I love people on the internet trying to change everybody's mind. I really do. I watched somebody on my wall. It doesn't need to be said who. Like, it just really doesn't. But, you see people post something on their wall, and then I just love to watch the argument below devolve into something that's complete, like it doesn't even have anything to do with the original video at all. I love that. I love that. And even the person who posted the video now isn't even talking about their video anymore. They're now involved in this whole tangential fight that's branched off from something, you know? I love people who try to change everybody's mind, who try to tell everybody how it is. I'm trying to think of this one I saw that was really fucking good. There was one that was hashtag branched. You been Rittenhoused. Yeah, I saw one that was it just is. I can't even. It's so hard to fucking verbalize the feeling of it because it's not a thing you can actually explain. This is just like a feeling that you get when you see someone post something. It's not like saying cringe isn't even enough of a thing. Like there's a deeper umami to it. Like it's almost tangible, the cringe factor to it. Of like, just like, can you even imagine getting inside of someone's head to figure out why they would do what they've done, behave the way they've behaved? Like, it can't even be explained. And I'm really trying to get this feeling that I have across to you, and I don't think there's words to do it. Like, I know I am high, but you know, there's not really like a feeling to explain. Let's see what you guys wanted to talk about before we get out of here, because we have some suggestions that we haven't gotten to yet. Oh my God, what just happened? Thanks, Walking Dead. Let's see. Do a bracket ranking the top 16 ongoing jokes. Ty Rivera. Ty. No. Come on. We do have some Ty stuff, but maybe we'll get to that on an after show. TV show 000. If you haven't seen, it is a must watch. Better than Breaking Bad, etc. 000. Now, at the risk of upsetting Anthony, I will search for this. Judging by the name, what do I think this is? Let's see. I haven't looked it up, so I'm not looking at the results that have popped up in this list yet. 000. So, 000. What kind of a thing displays triple digits? So, a batting average, gas prices. Is it like a Stranger Things about 3 loser kids who are all zeros? Is it? I can only think of like numbers on like some sort of a meter scale. 000. A frequency. Let's take a look. A credit score. That's good. Oh, is it military? Yeah. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Military. 0 dark flirty. That's one that all the guys and gals love. Okay, let's watch it.
What's going on? Why are you trying to...
I'm not going to doubt it, but I will say it looks like complete garbage. This is another drug smuggling thing. Based on the book of the same name by best-selling author Robert Saviano, 000 is an unforgettable exploration of the inner workings of the global cocaine trade, coming to Prime Video March 6th. How do we know the virus didn't start here? Blame Los Espookies for all the bilingual shows. I don't know what that is. Los Espookies? Is that racist? Because let's not, get into that. Dr. Disrespect opens up about, oh, did you hear about this? Dr. Disrespect has a breakdown in the stream the other day and starts talking about how he can't, just like me, he can't sleep at night. He's having a hard time coping with his Twitch loss.
I feel like I need to talk to you guys right
now. Look at
now.
this shit.
about how I've been really feeling about everything. I've played sports my whole life. I've been in high-pressure situations, free throws, a game on the line, obviously streaming in front of tons of people with the game on the line and knockdown. Man, oh man, I'm telling you right now, we lived a good life, okay? And I'm telling you, I've never dealt with anxiety before. I never have. I'm usually just like, excuse me, move aside, move along. You know, we sort of overcome a lot of stuff in the past, right? And we've gotten to such a good point, ladies and gentlemen, Champions Club. We got to such a good point. I mean, I'm talking all cylinders firing. The conscious just feels extremely just incredible. And then to have that taken away from you and to not know why and to not know anything about it, not to be told nothing. Boom. Taken, grabbed. Everything we built, all the eggs in one bucket.
I just got to call bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. This guy's like, you're telling me this guy had a $10 million deal with Twitch. They delete his account. They kick him off. And now, like, you had a contract, right? You have lawyers. Like, they have to tell you something. He's just like, no, he's off. No reason. You know? Really? He has no idea now. You know? And also, I do... sympathize a little bit because I've never had anxiety in my life. I'm the one who stands around while people, are afraid to get on an elevator or heights or whatever, and I understand. And I'm like, you're just a pussy. Get over it. But I get it. I'm having anxiety. No, we're not prepared for this. Caged animals. I don't know when I'll ever get to see daylight again. When do I get to just take my mask off and go outside,
Boom, taken away. The fact that I am here live on YouTube, it's been a fantastic return, I'm telling you. It is. But my anxiety levels are it's something that comes in these huge waves, and I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I'll be honest.
Be honest.
It was taken away from us.
In the world.
And I don't feel, and to not know why?
This is a guy also who look, he's live right now and he has 800,000 people and I haven't clicked over. He's live right now. Let's bring up the browser. Okay. I see it over here on the side. He's live. And if I click on it, I haven't clicked on it, but every time I click on him live, 800,000 people watching. It's just sitting there on a coming soon screen. Let's see.
I like the energy.
Oh no, he's
and I got a feeling Champions Club, you're gonna like his energy too. I'm telling you.
What is happening?
And number 2,
I'm
seeing 40, 50 kill games from this guy. Oh, buckle in today, baby. Buckle in today. Hey, I see green bars. It's green. What if I bump it up? I mean, we bumped it down, right? Champions Club, I'm gonna bump up the bit rate right now. It's gonna get risky.
What is he talking about?
But we got to keep the show. There's no way.
Bumping up the bit rate. I love it when we watch Dr. Disrespect. No, I just, I'm curious. Because this is I'm new to Twitch and you're coming in here and this is their golden calf. This guy, again, there's 800,000 people watching this. Oh, wait. Or they did watch it earlier.
It's a rough one. He's a rough
I don't know why it still says he's live.
Yeah, we need to.
We landed late at Superstore.
Yep.
But imagine watching this guy for 7 hours just play. I don't understand the gaming, I think, is what it is. It's all bots. Oh, yeah.
This pussy using a shotty with fireballs on it. Who does that, man? Who wants to play like that? Are you having fun?
But I'm watching all these guys, all these ties.
Come on. We're back. We're good.
Let's do one. I think we'll do one. What other? We'll do some random topics from the Instagram. Let's see. Move on to another one. COVID is bad. I do probably agree with that. COVID is bad. We do still have to talk about the Neuralink stuff one day. I agree with that. We will talk about Neuralink more. I don't know. I saw that demo that Elon did the other day, and I got to say I was a little underwhelmed by it. And I'm not, I know I talk a lot of stuff about Tesla and SpaceX. And I am fans of those things. But again, that guy's putting rubber to the road when it comes to those companies. I'm watching a Neuralink demo where like a pig touches his snout and somebody plays a xylophone in the corner. That's not really, that's not really showing me scientific progress that I'd be interested in. Bill and Ted's people did want to talk about this. Bill and Ted Face the Music is Bill and Ted 3 pretty much released. I don't know anything about this movie. I will tell you, when I saw on YouTube the ad for the trailer, oh my God, thank you so much, Shellfish Tree. When I did see the ad on the trailer, my initial gut feeling for this, when I saw this, was, oh my God, they couldn't get the original guys. And then you start looking at it closer, and it's like, oh, it is, Bill Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan. Oh, it is Keanu Reeves and this other dude. I don't know who the other dude is. I don't think he's done anything since the old Bill and Ted's. Holy shit, Orion. Right. Like, this feels like they filmed it in front of a green screen during the pandemic. Like, I'm not kidding. This was my first gut reaction when I saw it. I didn't see this trailer. It was a shorter version that kind of didn't say anything about what the movie was. This one kind of explains the movie a little better. But I'm not kidding. When it comes up here and you see Keanu Reeves' face, and again, it's not like Keanu Reeves has been hiding in a cave like Osama bin Laden, UBL 0.30 000. Is that what you dial in Kuwait for 911? For 111 999? But this movie looks like shit. And when you see Keanu Reeves, who again, it's not like this guy's been hiding. We've seen all the James Carver movies. What's the one he's in where he's the big badass? John Wick. James Carver. I don't watch garbage. Okay, the only Keanu I'm interested in is the one about the kitten. But you see this guy, and it looks like I said he looks like Rocky Dennis. He looks like Eric Stoltz in Mask when he played Rocky Dennis. He's got like it's like humorously like large, fake, cartoonish scars, like just dripping, like everything's just pulled and straight. Like, this isn't the action star of John Wick's that we've all come to know and hate. Look at this thing.
25 years ago, you played a concert in front of the entire world. 1 month ago, you played in Barstow, California for 40 people, most of whom were there for $2 taco night. Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Like, I'm going to go back. I mean, just look at this. Am I wrong? This guy looks better, I think. But, like, when you see Keanu's face here, it's like, whoa. Like, there's some... Okay.
You were supposed to unite the world and save reality as we know it.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to write the song that will unite the world.
Like, it's like he only has one face. I'm going to buy this special edition Blu-ray.
Can we just go to the future when we have written it? Whoa! And take it from ourselves. But isn't that stealing? How is that stealing if we're stealing it from ourselves, dude? No way!
How'd you like our song?
It's a little on the dark side.
Yeah, I can't explain it, man. They look he looks better in this trailer than what I've been seeing. How is he still live? Like, this says he's live now again.
That's bullshit, man. A fire shotty? We got a fire shotty in the game now? Look at this pussy. Look at this pussy using a shotty with fireballs on it. Who does that, man? Who wants to play like that? Are you having fun?
You're dead. He just plays video games and screams when he loses.
Let's put away the jokes. Let's put away the coloring book.
And then I heard that, like, so I'm not a gamer. Like I said, I want to get into gaming. If you're checking the channel out for the first time, I want to get into the gaming. Please send me your game suggestions. But I guess there's this big giant gaming tournament of some sort, and Dr. Disrespect is supposed to be in it with like some teammates or other people that stream on Twitch. And because Dr. Disrespect has been banned completely, he's not allowed to game on Twitch, period. He's not allowed to appear on Twitch. Like, I don't even know if me showing these videos of him playing live is like a violation of terms. Like, who knows? I'm not up with nerds and whatever they're into. But apparently, like, he can't game in this big tournament with other people. Like, he's not allowed to do it. Those people's streams will be put at risk if he does that. Really? Like, really? I put no stock into Twitch. I have nothing to lose. You know, I don't give a fuck if this all goes away. Why don't we reach out to Dr. Disrespect, see if he'll come game on my channel on Twitch. We get Doc Disrespect over here on this channel on Twitch. We put him on. I'm an unknown. We see it grow organically. When Twitch finds out, we see what the fuck they do. All these guys, by the way, haven't been told by Twitch, like, don't have Doc on or you'll be banned off Twitch. They're just telling Doc kind of like, we don't think we should put you on our stream. You know, I don't think we should, I don't know. Dr. Disrespect live on Pantswise streaming network. No. I just want to do it as an experiment. You know, we'll hook up Fall Guys or whatever the fuck it is. We'll make that happen, and we'll get them on and just see what Twitch does. Are they gonna ban my account because I have Doc Disrespect on here? Like, I'd be really curious to know. All these gamers, you know, they take themselves so seriously, they won't do it. They're like, we won't game with Doc. We can't lose our channel, all our subs. I give any shits about all my subs and all my channels. You can take these emotes and shove them up your ass. We'll build our own. The next step is like building my own video platform and my own chat and my own emotes, my own memes and my own overlays and my own OBS. Virtual Vegas Studio would love to host Dr. Disrespect. Oh, Alex Kool-Aid Ansel reached out and said, did you reach out to Virtual Vegas Studio? And I said, first of all, I don't reach out to them. They need to reach out to me. This guy is a regular Pied Piper, huh? Yeah, he really, like, I don't know, man. I'd love to play with him and get some serious stuff going. He's calling people a pussy and stuff, which is the most aggressive language I've ever heard from one of these gamers. So I already like him. You know, I'm watching Ty Rivera do a show where he's bleeping out the words weed, high, and marijuana. I'm watching Adam Dominguez, who's another one of these guys who's doing a show over there at this Vegas virtual studio. I've never seen a streamer more afraid to say things. Adam Dominguez is like dancing around going like, I don't know if we can say that. I don't know. Oh, we're going to get banned for that. I've never, unless this has just happened around me and I'm such a little deal, I guess, that no one's giving a fuck. But it's insane. Everybody's like scared to play music and scared to say weed on streams. You know what I mean? Adam Dominguez is nonstop going on and on about terms of service and what he's worried about. Like, does that make any sense? Any sense at all? What are you scared of? They're not going to take nobody's going to take anything away from you. There's nothing to take away. Do you understand how many places there are to stream? Who gives a shit? We used to do one called Pal Talk. Then we moved on to Ustream. We tried Facebook. Now we're here. A streamer got suspended for a week for calling someone a mongoloid. Yeah, I mean, what? Like, what do we do? Like, what the fuck is everybody doing? This seems nuts. So yeah, I guess everybody's scared to do like Chinese voices and stuff. I won't live in that world. I won't apologize for that stuff, and I won't live in that world. Like, we live in a world where I can come on here and be like, "What's up, bruv? Good morning." But if I come on here and go, "Oh, so nice to see you," like that's like now there's certain accents you can't do. Like that doesn't even make sense. Even a mongoloid accent, you can't go because we'd get in trouble every time we play Thai. Adam is probably just proud that he had read the terms of service. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it feels weird. It feels weird. It feels like everyone around here is like a scared time. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this top secret view of the studio? You never get to see shit like this on other podcasts, right? Like, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I'm way over here. Look at this. Can you, yeah, you can see my arm. Yeah, those are just some of the cool views we got. We got this camera, so that's pretty dope. What say we get out of here, let the heat encompass this room, air it out. Can you imagine the smell in here from all my nuts and balls? We will come back. Why don't you go get some dinner? Why don't you go have a nice thing? Live, laugh, nice. I expected to see a live, laugh, love sticker on the wall. No, those are my. Hold on. These NLO. These are like Scrabble pieces, but they're big. These are like up above a door. This is the door to my office, which is another room. Wow, instant delete. What does that mean? Stream elements timed out, unshellfished. What? I'm just saying that September is here. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I got some email from people. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, September, Twitch September is here. We'd love to have your monies. Throw them at us for September. If you want to subscribe, all you have to do to get 30% off is just subscribe, I think. I don't know how it works. Apparently, there's all these deals for September where your first subscription, you get a discount. I think you can buy subscriptions for other people at a discount. It's really a great time. I forgot all about it. So embarrassed. It's almost like I'm not on Twitch and I don't give a fuck about any of it. That was very embarrassing. I guess Stream Elements is broken. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, man, my tit wiggled. Guys, we're going to come back. We're going to do some more. I really missed you guys. I've had a great time hanging out with you today. When we come back, I do have several more things on my stuff to get to today. We're going to talk about... I still can't talk about this one. We do have 2 Thai videos to get to. They're short videos. One's 10 minutes, one's 6 minutes. And I think that'll be more digestible. We won't have to sit around and do 19 hours of stuff. Sorry, Stream Elements doesn't like the paragraph I put in. Yeah, I don't know how. That's all like automod stuff. I don't know what that means. We're going to talk about Grooming Kids, my new haircut place for children. And we're also going to go over all 200 Twitch streamers who were found guilty this past week for not. I don't know. Like, honestly, the rules for everything and the way stuff's getting, it's like what I said earlier about if you don't have a plan B, plan C, all that stuff, like have it when it comes to streaming too. Because No one wants to be Doc Disrespect with a $10 million contract, get canceled, and now be sitting over on YouTube with 900,000 people watching you live and still being like, I'm down, guys. Everything was taken away from me. You know? I swear to God, if we got 900,000 people in here watching this live, I would helicopter my dick around so quickly you would all Control-Alt-Delete until your system's rebooted. And that's real stuff. Lots of new stuff in the store. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. It is September on Twitch. Thank you so much, ungrateful Twine. What's his name? You can just put the up arrow and it goes to the last thing you type. Yeah, I don't know how any of that stuff works. You guys get together with Anthony and figure that out. Don't call Anthony a mongoloid. We found out that'll get us banned very, very quickly. Overdose subscriptions, $10 a month. I made a decision, and I will tease this once now, but I probably won't bring this up again until October. We are going to raise the price of the Overdose in 2021. All existing subscriptions will continue billing at their current rate as long as you keep them active. We have never raised the price of this. 2021 will be 15 years, and we're going to raise the price. What are we going to raise the price to? I think it's going to be one of those things like Gmail when they give you your account limit where it just rolls. I think like every day, like a gas meter, it's just going to go up 2 cents, 3 cents. We just raise the price on a rolling basis. Eventually, if you want to subscribe in 2024, that's what it'll cost. 2024. Yeah, but I think we're going to do that. We're going to raise it. It's time, you know. And if you've been a loyal subscriber and you're locked in, you will get to keep that rate. But that is an incentive to go ahead and lock it in now. Why not be like some of the people who locked in a yearly rate this week? And we're so glad to have you on board. Okay? So do it. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. The stuff on the store, we have a new shirt for Landry to celebrate Landry's loss. You know, oh, it was so close. He could have been in the student council, you know, but a free pizza wasn't a good enough promise. We also have, of course, the T2 collection that we're doing, which is the Tres Mala Bad 3 Tequila shirt and the Can You Imagine shirt. These are so soft. Why would I pay more for Overdose when I'm paying you here now? Well, it's two different things. More money just came in. Thank you so much, guys. It really means so much to us here at the Onion Town. Well, Twitch subscriptions are a different thing. And when you sign up for a Twitch subscription, I do get a couple dollars, but mostly Twitch takes that money and it's just so they don't annoy you with ads, okay? So let's not act like, you know, you're doing me a big favor by subscribing on Twitch. Look, you are, and by all means, September, Rocktober, let's do it. Taco Pony party. But, you know, it's not like I'm paying the rent with Twitch subscriptions, you know? If I get 200 subscriptions, it's like $400. It's like, okay, you know, what does that do? Nothing, really. Sell NLO, buy Keith and the girl. Guys, if this is what it's going to be like, I'm not going to fucking be a part of it, okay? I'll kill everybody in this motherfucker. Have a goddamn rampage on our hands. I don't give two shits. You either get on board with this. You've been Rittenhoused. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm going to go get some dinner, cool this room off, air out the balls, you know, get the whole situation down here less tacky, and then we'll come back later. We're going to do we're going to segregate it out, okay? So if you are an Overdose member, we'll see you on the flip side. If you're not an Overdose member, I'd still be an Overdose member if I wasn't poor. I'll tell you this. If you're poor, I will give you a free Overdose. This is 100%. I didn't plan this. The producers are going to be mad. Rusty's going to be upset because this won't be live on the website. If you are poor, I will give you free overdose because I'm not trying, I want people to enjoy the show. And like, you tell me what you have to offer. We could work out a barter system. Maybe you make homemade jellies and jams, okay? Maybe you're a graphic designer. Maybe you can come up with an emote. Make some emote. I have emote slots. We can put new emotes on here. Come up with something. What can you offer? And I'm not even going to require that. Let's say you have no skills. You're a complete loser. You're like, Patrick, I just want to feel like part of the gang, hang out in the club, be in the overdose. Fine. Free. As long as you're poor. And you have to prove it. Send in your bank statement. You can cross out the account numbers. You need to leave your name. You can take out all your personal info. You have to leave transactions and you have to leave balances, okay? But if I can see it on there and find out that you're really actually poor, okay? When we come on the show, we make it a bit, we show your photo and why you can't afford a Frosty. Free overdose. I'll activate it that day. Annual subscription. Then we revisit it. You send in your 401ks and your 404 not founds. And then we'll get you a new one. Drop them off at your local Rick's. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. It's been a great time. We'd love to see you again. If you could come back and hang with us. And then if not, then it doesn't really matter. Nothing's real anyway. And we're all just passing the time. Yeah. So.